Hi Libras, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you're welcome in any of our readings. Today we're going to call in our spirit guides and our angels and ask them what is next in love, what's coming your way, what is the loving energy that's going on around you. It is a general love reading. Let's see what we have. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here for the first time. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you want us to know? What is it that you need us to hear today for all my Libras? What is the energy surrounding them? I am listening for you now. I have harmonious partnership. Absolutely. I want to be in harmony with you. Cultivate harmony by balancing responsibilities and supporting each other's goals. Have open discussions about your roles and ensure both partners feel valued. I feel valued with you. I want the harmony. I want the balance. I mean, these are basics, but we don't get that with everybody. I mean, there's so many energies that take away our peace of mind. And when we have that harmony and balance, it's just a great match. So right now we want that, spirit. So we're going to keep going with that. We want this great match. I have loving kindness. I want kindness. I want somebody to be kind to me because I'm kind to them. Showing loving kindness through small acts of service. Any kind of kindness, showing appreciation, saying thank you, not taking people for granted. I mean, those are all basic how you should treat a person. But again, that's not necessarily how we are all treated. So we want that. And then I want authentic love. I want the real deal. Express authentic love by being true to yourself. Share your genuine feelings, respect your partner's authenticity, and create a relationship based on truth. Boy, there's so much in there. I don't even know where to start. Being authentic, okay. Authentic based on truth, right? So that's the base. That is the basic. This is our starting point is I need you to be truthful with me. I need you to be honest with me. Spirit, please share with me a connection. What is it that you have around this loving energy? I have a Wheel of Fortune. I have a 4 Cups. I have a 2 of Cups. And I have an awakening. Definitely a feeling of as the wheel spins, okay? Like every time we take a turn of that wheel, we land on something different. Sometimes we land on something that is fortune in another area of our life. But in this case, it's this beautiful 2 of Cups coming into me, this awakening energy. I'm going to say I've pushed it away. There's a part of me that says this person has either pushed other people away or may even push you away initially, which I know you don't want to hear. They may push you away out of fear. They may push you away because they're just not ready. They say their timeline, I'm not ready for this. But is it meant to be? Probably. So, I like to think that even when we go through those kind of, I call them false starts, where we start something, it doesn't quite take off the ground, but there was something there. We don't necessarily break up. It didn't really get started. And then, I don't know, a little bit of time passes, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. And we revisit that connection and all of a sudden it clicks. So it's a little bit of a 1 + 2 energy, like I have to get there. But right now there is a little bit of a pushing it away. So somebody pushed away from fear. Okay. And then I feel like then they come back. Okay. Like I said, it's not a reconciliation. It's not a no contact situation. It's we meet, we hit it off. It just didn't go anywhere for whatever reason. And then all of a sudden you hear from someone out of the blue again, and you kind of say, I always wondered what happened to you. The timing's better. Something's off their plate. They've cleared up some situation. They feel like they're in a better headspace for a relationship or dating. I have a 6 of Swords. I had to move on from another situation. So they could have known that about themselves, or they just weren't ready. The last thing you want is to be in a relationship with somebody who isn't ready for a relationship, because the first thing they're going to do is say, I thought I was ready, but now that I'm in it, I don't think I want this. I have an Emperor. This person needs some time to rebuild themselves in some way. It could have been, I just need to be alone for a little while. There's not enough time between my last relationship and entering into a new relationship, which you don't want either. You don't want to be the rebound. You don't want somebody to regret that they didn't sow their wild oats. So I do feel that. I have a 6 of Cups. That just came into me as there's something about you. There was a sense of either you hit them the first time. I haven't forgotten you. Just this feeling of, if I'm going to be with anybody, it's going to be you. Okay. So it has nothing to do with they're making up their mind. I have a Knight of Swords. So they're not out, wanting to see their options. I feel like it's either I want to be in a relationship or I don't. And when they're ready for the relationship, it would be you. So little bit of a patience energy. If this is somebody you really feel like you should be with or you'd like to be with, I would say don't wait for anybody, but they could just kind of circle around again. And the timing is better. The timing situation is better now. So I'm going to say it that way. Not you could be ready, but they're not, or vice versa. You need more time. You've got other things on your plate. Call me in a few months. Maybe I'll feel better, something like that. I feel blessed. I'm blessed beyond the measure to share such a powerful divine love with you. I'm so grateful for you, and I give thanks to the divine creator. Embrace your beautiful divinity. You are a precious gift in my life. And you can see here, she's expecting a child. So for those of you that are manifesting a family today, claim it. Put in the comments, I claim this energy. I want, what did they say? I want harmony, balance. I want an authentic energy. So I can create a family with somebody someday. So that could be in the works. Best self. I want to be my best self for you. Good. I'm working really hard to level up for you and meet you as my equal. You are my mirror image. It's interesting because you may not even have met this person yet, and they aren't going to be circling around. You'll meet them for the first time, but they're out there working really, really hard at being the best person for themselves. They're working really, really hard at getting to know themselves again. You both have to be in the right place, in the right mindset. So you could be ready, but they're working on themselves. So that could be the delay. It's one side just isn't quite ready for this connection yet. They're working on themselves, and that's a good thing. I'd rather them work on themselves than be not ready for this connection. I have doubt. Please stop doubting our connection. I can sense it, and it's making me doubt too. Have faith and know I will reach out to you when divine timing is right. I felt like that was just a message from your soulmate in the universe, that energy in the world that I haven't met my person yet. And, your soulmate is saying to you, don't have doubt in us, divine timing will bring us together, and, just keep believing in us, and I'll keep believing in you. And And there's going to be a day that, you know, we are together. So I do feel that. Spirit, what else is it that you need us to know at this time? I have a high honor. Okay, number 25. A little bit of a service energy there, military service. There was a sense of fighting for you also. I have a courthouse, 23. Somebody could be coming out of a divorce in the middle of a separation. I got to work on me. Absolutely. You don't want to, you know, be starting something when somebody's coming out of something. So that's just very difficult. And then I have toil and labor. So I'm working hard. I would say that that's a big one these days, that I'm really busy and I'm really working hard. Some people use that as excuse, and other people, they really don't have time for a relationship. They don't. If somebody wants to see you once a week because that's the only time that they have, and that's not enough for you, then that's not going to be enough for you. So, but if they say, well, yeah, I can make time on the weekend. Sometimes I have time on Sunday afternoon after everything is done. You know, no, once a week is, you know, 4 times a month. It doesn't count as a relationship in the big picture of life. I have expectations, the number 28. I do feel that. I feel like you deserve to have a certain level of expectation, okay? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You deserve to have somebody show up for you, call, care, make sure that you're okay. You know, there's some basic, I feel like just some basic expectations of how to be treated. If that person isn't treating you that way, then they're not going to be your person. That is not the soulmate that's been waiting for you. So you should have a certain degree of expectation heading into a relationship. I have a message. I love this. Okay, so I even let's go one step further as expect a message. You know, expect a message from your person. I like that. I do. I like this feeling of somebody reaching out to you. I like the feeling of 7 days, 7 hours. I do feel like expect a call energy. So whoever you have made an impression on, as I said, if it didn't quite take off, that first initial impression, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It maybe the timing just wasn't they weren't ready for it. They needed more time to think about it. Sometimes that divine masculine takes a step back and thinks about, do I really want to be in a relationship again? And is this somebody I can see myself with? And then when they come forward again, they really have already made up their mind that they do want to pursue you. They do want to be with you. A King of Wands. They're very attracted to you. I like that. A 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands. And I have a Page of Pentacles. It felt like I'm trying to push through something there. I'm trying to figure out a way how to figure out a new relationship in my life, how to make something like that work. I'm trying to get it in my head that I can make it work, something, you know, that I'm giving it a lot of thought. I do want to say it that way. Like I said, I don't feel like it's because they're out looking at other options. I feel like it's more of a, how do I make time and be in a relationship that's going to be worthy and valuable, that I don't want to waste somebody else's time, or I don't want to tie you up and not allow you to be with somebody else because I'm spending time with you, but not enough time with you. So I do feel like this person has a conscience. I do feel like this person is, I guess, trying to plan ahead and think ahead. So the good news is when you do cross paths with this person, there's going to be a lot of thought that goes into before we even start. King of Swords. So when this person pulls the trigger, so to speak, they reach out, they call, they've already kind of thought through how something like this could work. you know, whether it's their schedule, the distance, travel, when we could see each other. If we have kids, you know, some of us could be juggling, co-parenting, and that's hard. Judgment. I have a 7 of Wands. I love this card because, first of all, I would never do it. She's kind of walking across these bamboo sticks. Yeah, it's a sense of I'm going to try. You know, if I fall in, I fall in. But I've prepared for it. I've got my stick to balance myself. I've got my knapsack here, backpack here filled with things for the other side. I'm going to do one step at a time, you know, and kind of cross over to the other side and figure this out. So it's the person who wants to spend some time. 7 of Pentacles would be an investment. Okay. It would be, I know that to be in a relationship with you, I have to invest in you. So, like I said, if they come forward, they've already thought this through. They either are accepting that they have to put time and energy into somebody, or they are going to say no. It's not going to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm not necessarily feeling that. So Spirit, can I have, let's see, let me just see some characteristics. Let's do that. What are some characteristics about this person that I should look for? Passionate, approachable. Okay, I want to talk about it. Healing, spending some time before they get to know you. Family, spending time with family. They could have a lot on their plate. They could be taking care of parents or children, or, I mean, you know, people go through a lot. And I have funny. So a sense of humor strikes you that this person is going to make you laugh. And thank you, Spirit. Bottom of the deck is genuine. I think that's your message today. I really do. I feel that even if it's not here yet, it's when it arrives, it will be genuine. This person's given a lot of thought to being in this connection. This person has planned, you know, what it would take to be in an active relationship. So I am definitely going to go with genuine. Okay. Spirit, please share with me loving messages, future loving messages from my future person, my person. What is it that you have? I feel like I've been missing you my whole life. My love for you will never die. Once I find you, I love that. You are the love of my life. So I do feel that. And I don't know why, but I always doubt your love for me. So I'm struggling. I'm going to be struggling a little bit with pushing this love away in the beginning, because how do I make it work? Can I give you what you need? So I think that that's going to be something that we have to get over. I'm burning with passion and desire for you. A little bit of a secret admirer energy there. So somebody who comes in and once they decide they want to chase and pursue, you know, kind of the chase is on. Let's put this out into the universe. Sometimes we just have to let it unfold. Sometimes we can't, even as much as we want it to happen. If it's not meant to happen like that week, that day, it doesn't mean it won't happen in the near future. So keep that in mind also. Sometimes there's a little bit of delay. I think the starting is the hardest. Once we get started and we like each other, I feel like it's up and running. But I sometimes feel like that starting energy is hard for both of us, because it's a big change in our lives. So let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Claim it, own it, it's yours. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. I'll put the link in the description below. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and we'll see you again real soon.